I'm going to introduce the solve and share problem of the
Here's
day.
our problem of the day, the solve and share. This is solve and share 6-3. Okay, I'm going to read it to you. Draw a square to represent 1 unit square. Use your unit square to draw a rectangle that has an area of 8 square units. And we're going to just do that part for now. So let's work on the first part of this problem.
Now that students know what part of the problem to work on, I'm just going to go around and look at their work and try to find a trend based on what I see they're doing for this problem.
Okay, we're going to have just a couple more seconds of this.
Once I feel like I spotted a trend in my students' work, I'm going to pick 2 examples to put up on the board that we can discuss together that addresses any misconceptions that I noticed in these trends.
Alright, so we finished the first part of this solve and share. And I found my Rojo and Verde. Okay?
I chose the names Rojo and Verde because these examples that I'm putting up on the board are going to be anonymous, and I don't want to say the names of the students that I saw do this.
And here's what Verde did.
Now that I put the examples up on the board, we're just going to talk together as a class and look for what these students did well, and then give them some advice on what they can do a little bit better.
Oh yeah, because in the problem, it's telling us what? TJ, what did that problem ask us to do? Yeah, to draw 8 square units. So remember, if you're thinking the same thing as Janelle, Rojo did draw 8 squares. We can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Rojo drew 8 square. Now, do we just say squares?
No. Square units.
Square units, yeah. Okay, so check. Rojo did that.
I
Did Rojo do
then
anything else
am
well?
going to put on the board any comments that we make, just so students can remember what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, the square units are all the same size. We'll say units, and I'm going to do Tarzan talk. Units, same size. Check. Now, do you see anything else that Rojo did well? Maybe you want to talk to your partner about what Rojo could work on? Some advice you would give Rojo?
It's always good to have your students talk together about what they notice. That way the conversation continues.
So some advice we could give Rojo. Can you say it nice and loud?
Put them all together.
Put what all together?
Squares.
Yeah, put all these squares together. Because what shape do we need to make? What did it ask us in the problem? Steve?
To make a rectangle.
Yeah. So we could say, put the units all together. Put units together. Okay, so that's just something that Rojo could work on. Now let's take a look over at Verde here. I want you to notice, what did Verde do well? So maybe talk to the people on the road around you. What did Verde do well?
He made squares. Squares are 2.
Why don't you talk to them? All right, Janelle, I heard some really good things that you're talking about with your partner. What did Verde do well here?
He did put them all together.
Oh yeah. As we can see, Verde did put them all together. In what shape? Lily? A rectangle. So it's a rectangle. Check. What else did Verde do well? Annette, you notice something?
There are 8 square units.
Oh yeah, there are still 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Verde did do 8 square units. Now let's think. What advice would you give Verde? Oh, you already know. Diego, what advice would you give Verde?
They got the square units the same size.
Oh yeah, because what are we noticing here?
Some are big and some are little.
Yeah, so in area, we have to have the same size square units. So something they can work on is units. So just like we have here, like Tarzan taught, units, same size. That's our way of taking notes. Maybe we can talk about the right way to do this. What do you
So at
notice
this
from our
point, you can
advice
talk
that
about the
we
right way
gave
to do
Rojo
this,
Verde?
but you don't necessarily have to, because the point of a re-engagement
how would you
lesson
want it
is
to
to just address misconceptions.
A rectangle and 8 square units.
A rectangle, 8 square units. But what else?
And all being the same size.
Oh, and all being the same size. So I remember Dominic said this when he was looking at this problem. He said, hey, it's almost as if you put them together, they'll make what we're looking for. Okay? So that would look something like this. We have a rectangle, they're all together. Check. Now we're gonna make, I'm doing it as best I can. Pretend those are square units. For the most part, those square units are square and the same size. But do they fulfill everything that we need? Are there 8 of them?
Yes.
Check. Are they put together in a rectangle?
Yes.
Check. And are they all pretty much the same size?
Yes.
Yes. All right, so that's solve and share 6-3.